Let's just recall what we learned at the beginning. The general term of an AP is given by an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So if you want 7th term, put n is 7, 7 minus 1. If you want 100th term, n is 100, 100. This an is also called the nth term of the AP. So nth term, general term, same thing. Keep this in mind and we'll move to the next example problems and exercise. Example 3, find the 10th term of the AP. See, 10th term is like saying nth term. That means what? The value of n is 10. Understood? So, n value is 10. What is a value? First term is 2. Now, d value, a2 minus a1. a1 and a is same. a2 is 7. 7 minus 2, 5. You have n, a and t. So, we know that an is a plus n minus 1 into d. You want 10th term, a10. What is a? 2 plus 10 minus 1, d. d here is 5. We just got it. 2 plus 10 minus 1, 9. 9 into 5. 2 plus 45. 10th term is 47. You can check and go. 2, 7, 12 is there, no? See here. Plus 5 you add, 17. Plus 5, 22. Plus 5, 27. Plus 5, 32. Plus 5, 37. Plus 5, 42. Plus 5, 47. Count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 47. 10th term. You don't have to verify. I am trying to make you understand what is the meaning of AP. So this directly gives you the 10th term. Not only 10th, you can find any term with this formula. You can find 100th term, 5th term, 2nd term. Your choice is yours. Example 4. Which term of the AP is minus 81? Usually they tell nth term, they tell you the number. 7th term of the AP is this. So here they are asking you, which term is it? Is it the first term, 2nd term, 10th term, 15th term? Which term? That means minus 81 is there somewhere in your AP, but we don't know which. You find out which. That means what is that which? N. So, N they have not given, but they have given AN, minus 81. What is A? 21. What is D? A2 minus A1, 18 minus 21, minus 3. Not plus 3, minus 3. So now you have AN, A and D. Can I apply the formula and find AN? Put the AN formula and find N. A plus N minus 1 into D. Carefully see. Minus 81 is equal to A is 21, N I don't know, D is minus 3. Multiply that minus 3 inside. So now what happens? Minus 81 is equal to 21, minus 3 into n, minus 3n. Minus 3 into minus 1 plus 3. Minus 81 is equal to 21 plus 3, 24, minus 3n. Bring the 24 this side, minus 81 minus 24 is equal to minus 3n. Minus 81 minus 24, minus 105 is equal to minus 3n. N is equal to minus 105 by minus 3. Just send the minus 3 down. Minus minus cancels. N is equal to 3, 3s are 9, 5s are 15. N is plus 35. We learned N should be greater than or equal to 1. So this is possible. So N equals 35. That means the 35th term is minus 81. The question is not over here. Now the next part of the question they are telling you. Also, is any term 0? Give your answer. Check whether any term is possibly 0. So, I have the values of A and D here, 21 and minus 3. I am going to use it down. So, now they have given AN is 0, A we found out to be 21 and D to be minus 3. Check if it's possible. AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. AN is 0. A is 21. plus n minus 1, d is minus 3. Multiply minus 3 into n minus 3n. Minus 3 into minus 1 plus 3. 0 is equal to 21 minus 3n. 21 plus 3, 24. Minus 3n. Send minus 3n this side. 3n is equal to 24. n equals 24 by 3. n equals 8. That means the 8th term is 0. Yes, it is possible since we got n is greater than or equal to 1. Example 5. Determine the AP whose third term is 5. Third term is 5. A3 is 5 and 7th term is 9. So you have to find the AP. That means find A, find D, find the first 3 terms. Whenever they say find the AP, find A, find D, find the first 3 terms. Okay, so now you have A3 equal to 5. Can I write A plus 2D is 5? Anybody, any doubts? I hope not. Very simple. We've learned the technique. A7, A plus 6D is equal to 9. Do you all know how to simplify these two equations? This is equation 1 and 2. You can do either 2 minus 1, 1 minus 2. How do you do? This is called elimination method. Elimination method means if you have two variables, here A and D are my variables, make at least one variable's coefficient equal. Coefficient means next to A there's 1 here, next to A there's 1 here, next to D there's 2 here, next to D there's 6 here. Make any one coefficient same. Here it is already same. A and A already have same coefficient, so you don't need to do that step. So now how do we subtract? I will do 2 minus 1. So I am taking equation 2 minus equation 1. A plus 6D is equal to 9. A plus 2D is equal to 5. Minus means you are subtracting. So change the signs. This is negative. Plus will become minus. Plus will become minus. A minus A, 0. 6D minus 2D. 6D minus 2D. 4D. 9 minus 5, 4. D is 4 by 4, which is 1. Once you get the value of D, substitute anywhere. I will substitute in equation 1. So substituting in equation 1, A plus 2 into D value is 1. Put 1 here is equal to 5. So A value is 5 minus 2, A is 3. So we got A as 3 and D as 1. Can we find the AP now? Easy. What is the AP? A1 is 3, A2 is 3 plus 1, 4, A3 is 4 plus 1, 5. Therefore, the AP is 3, 4, 5, dot, dot, dot. That means it can continue. So check whether 301 is a term of the list of numbers. That means check whether 301 exists in the AP. How to do? They have given AN is 301. A over there is 5. D is A2 minus A1, which is 11 minus 5. How much is 11 minus 5? 6. Now apply the formula. AN is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. AN given here is 301. A given here is 5 plus n minus 1 into 6. 301 is equal to 5 plus 6n minus 6. 301 is equal to 5 minus 6 is how much? Minus 1 plus 6n. Minus 1 comes this side. 301 plus 1 is equal to 6n. 302 is equal to 6n. N is equal to 302 by 6. 2 3s are 2. 151s are. N is equal to 151 by 3. Is this possible? Listen carefully. When I wrote that formula for n, I wrote n is greater than or equal to 1. Please go back and add a statement there where n is a positive integer. That means you can say positive integer or you can even say natural number. So what does the statement mean? You cannot have a half. You can have A1, A2, A3. Does A2 and a half mean anything? Can you have a 2.5 term? No. So you cannot have fractional terms or decimal terms because you have a first term, second term, third term, fourth term. There is nothing called a 4.5 term. So fractions are not allowed. Since n should be a positive integer, so what will you write down? Since n should be a positive integer, this is not possible and 301 is not a number among the given list. Okay, before we understand the words divisible by or anything, let's understand first in basic terms what it means. If I have 6 by 2, it means this answer is 3. Agreed? So, you can say this: 6 is divisible by 2. That means it exactly divides. There is no remainder. This same sentence can be written as 2 divides 6. Same meaning. Okay? 2 divides 6. This can also be written as 6 is a multiple of 2. That means if you keep multiplying 2, you will reach 6. Next, this can also be written as 2 is a factor of 6. So when you divide two numbers and you get remainder 0, all these statements mean the same. So if I change this and I write a by b where remainder is 0, then what will you write? So here 6 is a. So a is divisible by b. b divides a. Now a is a multiple of b. b is a factor of a. So when you divide two numbers, you get remainder 0. These statements hold good. This is not just for this chapter. It is for all the chapters. It's very, very basic and fundamental. You need to know all these different statements. Okay. So now let us try the question. How many two-digit numbers are divisible by 3? So first 3 is divisible by 3. 6 is divisible by 3. 9 is divisible by 3. 12 is divisible by 3. After 12, 15. You can go on. So these are not two digits. That means my first number is 12. So I can say my AP is starting with 12, 15, 18 and goes on until where? Which is the two-digit number that is divisible by 3? 99, 96. So last two-digit number possible is 99. After 99, you will get 102. So 99 is the last two-digit number possible that you can divide with 3. So now we have got the AP. What is A? 12. What is D? 15 minus 12, 3. AN, last possible number you know is 99. If I find N, that means I will get how many numbers are there? How many means N. So, AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. 99 is equal to 12 plus N minus 1 into 3. 99 is equal to 12 plus 3N minus 3. 99 is equal to 12 minus 3, 9 plus 3N. 9 goes this side, 99 minus 9 is equal to 3N. 90 is equal to 3N. 90 by 3 is equal to N. N is equal to 30. There are 32 digit numbers that are divisible by 3. So students, before we do this question, take down a note. See this. This is an AP. 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. So this is an AP. Take the reverse of the AP and check if that is also an AP. 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3. Here 5 minus 3 is 2. 7 minus 5 is 2. Common difference is 2. Here 15 minus 13, sorry, A2 minus A1. So 13 minus 15 minus 2. 11 minus 13 minus 2. Even this is an AP. So if you have a sequence that's an AP, The reverse of the AP is also an AP. Common difference changes. Sign of the common difference will change, no problem. But the point to note here, reverse of an AP is also an AP. Understood? Yes, note it down. Reverse of an AP is also an AP. Find the 11th term from the last term of the AP. See, they have given an AP here, 10, 7, 4, minus 62. If 10 minus 3, 7, minus 3, 4. So, can you guess this number here? Can you guess this number here? You're doing minus 3 and going. So, what will be this number over here? Minus 59. Minus 59 minus 62. See, very simple. Like this if it is minus 3, like this it will be plus 3. Okay? 62, if you come from 62 to here, plus 3. That's all. Add. Minus 62 plus 3. Okay. Anyway, they are telling, find 11th term from last. So, from last means, I have to come like this. This will be my first term, second term, third, somewhere in between 11th term. So, instead of wasting time of finding what number is this? Oh, is it the 30th term? From 30, remove 11. Then if from 30, if I remove 11, 19th term. Then 19th term is the last 11th term. Too confusing. So what we'll do, that is also correct. You can get the answer. But we will use a very simple technique here. Since I want the 11th term from the last, I will simply reverse my AP. So now, reversing the AP. What happens? Minus 62 minus 59 will go on till 4, 7, 10. Why I needed at least 2 terms? Because I can get the value of my new D, not old D. Old D and new D are different. Signs will change. Okay. So now see, what is A? Minus 62. What is D? Minus 59 minus of minus 62. Minus 59 plus 62 plus 3. If it was this AP, I would get minus 3. Okay. So now I have this. I want my 11th term. I want my 11th term. So n given is 11. Find a n equals a plus n minus 1 into d. You want a11. A11, what is a? 62 plus 11 minus 1. D given is 3. A11 is equal to 62 plus 10 into 3. A11 is equal to 62 plus 30. A11 is equal to 92. This is 92 is the 11th term of the reverse AP. That means 92 is the 11th term from the last of the original given AP. Please write that down because you have changed your AP here. You should clearly write down. Therefore, the 11th term from the last of the given AP, given means without you changing, is 92. Okay. You want A11. So what is A? Minus 62 plus 11 minus 1 and D here is 3. Minus 62 plus 10 into 3. Minus 62 plus 30. Minus 32. So minus 32 is the 11th term of the reverse AP. That means it is the 11th term of the original AP from the last. So you can't leave it there because this is, you have reverse AP, you have changed it. So you have to compulsory give the statement saying the 11th term of the 11th term from where? The 11th term from the last of which AP? Given AP or reverse AP? Of the given AP is minus 32. Example 9. A sum of rupees 1000 is invested at 8% simple interest per year. Calculate the interest at the end of each year. For now, we will do that much. In our lower grades, we have learned that simple interest formula is given as P into R into T divided by 100, where P is the principal amount, R is the rate of interest, and T is the how many years, so the time of the year, so how much time has it taken. SI is the simple interest. In this given question, P principal is given as 1000 rupees. Rate of interest is given as 8%. So now we will start for the first 4 years. Whenever you have to check whether it's an AP or not, go for 4 terms. So first one, let's say A1. A1 means simple interest in year 1. Simple interest for first year. So what is this? P 1000. Rate of interest 8, time is 1 because you're doing it for 1 year by 100. 0, 0, 0 cancel. 10 into 8, 80. Now we'll go for A2. Simple interest of second year. So now second year, P into R into T by 100. P 1000, R 8, T 2 by 100. 160. 10 8s are 80, 82s are 160. So 160 rupees is the interest for the second year. Third, simple interest of third year. P into R into T by 100. 1000 into 8 into 3 by 100. 0, 0, 0 cancel. 10 into 8, 80. 80 into 3, 240. So we want to go for one more. So we will go for A4. Simple interest of fourth year. P into R into T by 100. 1000 into 8 into 4 divided by 100. 0, 0, 0 cancel. 8 4s are 32. 32 into 10, 320. So therefore the interests are 80, 160, 240, 320 and so on. We found out this much. Going back to the question that they have given, what do they clearly say? Do these interests form an AP? Find the interest at the end of 30 years making use of this fact. That means they are not telling sit and waste time and use formula and find what happens to the interest at 30th year. They are telling you use the fact that this is an AP and find the interest. First we have to prove this is an AP. How do we do that? The interests are given here. So what is A2 minus A1? 160 minus 80, 80. A3 minus A2, 240 minus 160, 80. A4 minus A3, 320 minus 240, 80. Since the difference is the same in all the cases, the common difference is 80 and the given situation forms an AP. So in the given situation, A is 80, D is also 80. They wanted to find the 30th year. Interest in the 30th year. So N is 30. Now let's go for AN formula. AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. A30 is equal to 80 plus N, 30 is N is 30, 30 minus 1 into 80. Careful, 80 plus 29 into 80. 80 plus 29 into 80. 29 into 8 you do. 8 9s are 72, 8 2s are 16, 16 plus 7, 23. 2 3, 2 0 or 2 4 0 0. The interest in the 30th year will be 2400. Did we use the formula P into R into T by 100 for 830? No, without using that, we used the AP concept and we got the answer as rupees 2400. Example 10. In a flower bed is nothing but you have a land in which you have roses or any flowers kept. There are 23 rose plants in the first row. In the first row you have 23 rose plants. In the second row you have 21 rose plants. In the next row you have 19 rose plants. And the list goes on. There are 5 rose plants in the last row. In the last row there are only 5. So what is the AP? You are starting with 23, 21, 19 and it goes up to 5. How many rows are there in the flower bed? A1, A2, A3, AN. They are asking for N. So simple. A given is 23. D is 21 minus 23 minus 2. AN given is 5. They are asking for the value of N. Easy. Do it quickly. AN is A plus N minus 1 in brackets into D. AN is 23. Sorry. AN is 5 is equal to 23 plus N minus 1 into D. D is minus 2. 5 is equal to 23 minus 2N plus 2. 5 is equal to 25 minus 2N. 23 plus 2 is 25. Send the 25 aside. 5 minus 25 is equal to minus 2N. 5 minus 25 minus 20 is equal to minus 2N. N is equal to minus 20 by minus 2. N is equal to minus minus cancel. 2 ones are 2 tens are 10. Therefore, there are 10 rows. Exercise 5.2 first question. Fill in the blanks in the following table given that A is the first term, D is the common difference and AN is the nth term of the AP. So they have given A, D, N and AN. We have only one formula for that. AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. We will constantly use this to fill the table up. In the first one, A given is 7. A given is 7 plus N minus 1. What is this N? 8 minus 1. D given is 3. So here you are finding A. Who is the N? 8. A 8th term or AN term where N is 8. So 7 plus 7 into 3. 7 into 3, 21. 7 plus 21, 28. So the first answer here is 28. The next one, A given is minus 18, N given is 10, D is not given and AN given is 0. 0 is equal to minus 18 plus, you can keep this as 10 minus 1 is 9, 9D. Minus 18 goes aside, 18 is equal to 9D. 18 by 9 is equal to D. D is equal to 2. So what is the value of D here? 2. Next one, A is not given, D is given, substitute minus 3. N is 18 minus 1 plus A is not given. AN is minus 5. Solve. Minus 5 is equal to A plus 18 minus 1, 17 into minus 3. Minus 5 is equal to A plus 17 into 3. How much is 17 into 3? 51. There is a negative sign here. So minus 51. Minus 5 is equal to A minus 51. Minus 51 comes this side. It becomes plus 51 equals A. What is A? 46. So fill the table up and write 46. Next one. AN given here is 3.6. Is A given? Yes, minus 18.9. Plus N value is not given. Minus 1, close. D value 2.5. Okay, let's start. 3.6 is equal to minus 18.9. 2.5 into n plus 2.5 n. 2.5 into minus 1 minus 2.5. Okay. 3.6 is equal to minus 18.9 minus 2.4. Leave the points. Minus 18 minus 2, how much? Minus 20. Minus 20.9. To that add the minus 0.5. Minus 20.9 minus 0.5 minus 21.4 plus 2.5 n. Send this aside. 3.6 plus 21.4 is equal to 2.5 n. Add this. 25 is equal to 2.5 n. 25 by 2.5 is equal to n, or you will get the answer here as n is equal to 10. So substitute here and you will find n is equal to 10. An is what you have to find. N given here is 105, so I can write A105 or An, no problem. A is 3.5 plus 105 minus 1 into 0. A105 is 3.5 plus 104 into 0. This whole thing will become 0, it will go away. A105 or An is 3.5. Fill up your table and this is the end of the first problem. Second one, choose the correct choice in the following and justify. Justify means you just do your mathematical steps. 30th term of the AP is, so they have given the AP 10, 7, 4 and so on. 30th term of the AP, N is 30, A is 10, D is 7 minus 10 minus 3. 30th term, A 30. So what is the general formula? An is A plus n minus 1 into D. Substitute. A 30 is equal to, what is A? 10 plus 30 minus 1 and D given is, we got here as minus 3. Substitute minus 3. So it becomes 10 plus 29 into minus 3. Now 29 into 3. How much is that? Be quick, do it. 87 you will get. Minus sign is there, so minus 87. Plus 10 minus 87. Minus 77. Do we have minus 77? Yes. Option C is the answer. Next one, 11th term of the AP. AP given is minus 3 minus 1 by 2, 2 and so on. 11th term, N is 11, A is minus 3, D is minus 1 by 2 minus of minus 3, A2 minus A1. Minus 1 by 2 plus 3, LCM is 2, minus 1 plus 6, 5 by 2. Calculate correctly. Now 11th term, so apply the formula. Which one? An formula. An formula is given as A plus n minus 1 into D. 11th term, A11 is equal to A is minus 3 plus 11 minus 1, D is 5 by 2. A11 is minus 3 plus 10 into 5 by 2. 2 ones are 2 5s are. A11 is minus 3 plus 25. A11 is minus 3 plus 25 is 22. So your 11th answer, your A11, 11th term is option B, 22.